What's up, guys? The mighty Greenchili is here, and today I'm going to show you guys an awesome Transmog showcase. As your host, Greenchili will show you a unique and special Transmog set for you to farm and wear on your character. I like making Transmog, after all, it's what I enjoy. And if you enjoyed this content, then be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more cool content. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? And today I'm going to show you is this awesome Transmog set that you'll love. And that is the Orgrimmar Grunt Seer. And I must say, my goodness, googly, that this set looks really cool on any Orc character, and good timing because Battle for Azeroth is coming up. So if you're an Orc Shaman who want to look cool, this is the set for you. And I really like this set because it really feels like for a tribalish shaman, but in Orgrimmar gear. And I like it. And yes, I used the Orgrimmar chest and pants, but this shoulder isn't part of the set, so it's something else. So if you like this, then cool. Now let's get started with this video, as I'm going to show you guys how to get these pieces today. Let's get started, shall we? Today it'd be the Malefactor's eyepatch. This nice, sexy eyepatch, which looks really good on the Orgrimmar looking set, is that actually is from a cool little quest line. Cool as in, like, you know, it's worth it in the end, not the rest. And this quest is called the Slowdown, which is located in Blade's Edge. Go all the way to Outlands and head to the Blade's Edge Mountain. And once you go over there, then just make sure you do the quest line, which is like located on from the south, slightly south to the east, and you'll go to the Thunderlord Hold. And once you go there, you start the quest line to basically continue on trying to, you know, fight off the ogres, the girls, children. And then once you get there, you do a quest where you finish one of his children off, and you'll get rewarded with the eye patch. I do recommend other classes to do this quest line too, because it does reward awesome Transmog pieces for your character. Like, for example, for Cloth, they get a crystal-looking helmet, which the world drop version for that one is really expensive, about like 2k gold or something, or even more. I haven't checked in a while, so yeah, pretty expensive, but really cool, really good quality, so really good. Now the next one is going to be these shoulder pads, which look really cool and very horde-like, and that's true. And this one's called the Drake's Fire Spullets, which is located in most raid bosses and raid trash. It does drop from it, so you gotta make sure you do the boss and trash from the old vanilla raids, and you get a higher chance of getting it, or even getting it in general, which is 0.1 to 5% drop rate. And you're wondering, what's the best bosses that do drop them guaranteed? Well, I can tell you that Burning Steppits in Blackrock Mountains, when you get to head to Molten Core and Blackwing's Lair, which is located right here, once you have to beat the final boss on Ragnaros and Navarian, which has a chance to drop the shoulder pads. And also, you can go, of course, you can go to the other ones over here. Right over here, all the way to Kemador. Head to Studioz, and you actually will go to the south side of the map, and you can go to either raid, as long as the bosses do drop them, and the trash do drop them too. So, or at least for the Temple of Ancraj, I do recommend just don't kill the brown ants because they don't drop it. So that's a little tidbit. So yeah, the chance of getting it is basically pretty low, but I do recommend do multi-core and Blackwing's Lair first, and you'll get it guaranteed. It's on the loot table because it's a blue item, and it's buy not equipped. So you can get in the auction house, but not a lot of people are selling them, and plus they're pretty cheap to get. And for me, when I did the run, it took me like these 2 or 3 runs just to get 2 shoulder pads of the same type. So yeah, these shoulder pads are not that hard, but of course for multi-core you had to kill all the bosses and to even get to Ragnaros. And for Blackman's Lair, same thing, you kill most of the bosses to even reach there, so it takes a while. And don't get me started on the fucking gas room. Now that's a nightmare. Anyways, moving onwards is the chest and the pants, which you guessed it, the Orgrimmar chest guard and the leggings. And you're wondering, how do I get these? Well, if you've done Wars of Draenor enough, then you know, which is located all the way to everyone's favorite expansion, Draenor. And once you reach the Frostfire Ridge, on the southeast, you get your garrison called the the West. You know your garrison, right? Frostfire Ridge, your garrison. Nailed it. Anyways, Frostfire Ridge is where you actually do have to have the building, which is called the War Mill since you're the Horde. But if you're Alliance, then it's the Iron Forge thingy with Jiggy. I don't care. We're the Horde, so who cares? Anyways, so go to garrison. Make sure you have the post. I think it just needs to be level 1 or 2, and start collecting scraps because the scraps they take a while to collect, which it can be dropped from most of Draenor trash, mainly Iron Horde. So just go all around the world and just collect a bunch of scraps. And once you get enough, you should be good to go. And if you hear some noise, ignore that part. Anyways, so yeah, that's where you get plenty of scraps from different ads. And you can also go to Grunt in the Blackrock Foundry, which you see that big building over here. You can also go there and collect some scraps too. So there's options there for that too. So again, it takes a while, and the chests and the pants do get sold by none other than Grunt. And you're wondering how much it costs for the scraps for each. Well, both of them are 80 scraps, Iron Horde scraps in particular. So you might make sure so that in total, 80 plus 80 equals 160. So make sure you have that many scraps, and you just purchase them on the run. So pretty good. Now the next one can be the Mordor belt. Now this belt in particular looks really cool. It has a nice little brown that kind of matches with the color of the theme, especially the gloves and the pants. And you're wondering how to get this belt. Well, this belt is a world drop, so you gotta make sure you basically kill some, whatever that's level 30 and 34 NPCs. However, there is one boss that has a chance of dropping it the highest, which is 0.6%, but luckily it goes for 500 gold in the auction house. The location of this boss is located in South of Barrens, on the south side to the west. So make sure you go over there, and you should be able to go get your belt. So you're wondering what this boss looks like, and the boss in particular looks like this, which is Rungug, which this little guy, shaman guy, you have to kill him. Of course, luckily well, it doesn't show on the list. All you do is just kill the extra boss, which doesn't it doesn't show up on the list, but you kill him. Kill her, and then you go kill him next, and you have a chance of dropping it, which is, he does have the highest drop rate. It's pretty low, but not too low. And yeah, if you don't want to do all this whole run, you can just sell it for a good 500 gold, which is not bad either. So it's a win-win. So next one is none other than the gloves and the shoes themselves. Now you might be wondering where these shoes and gloves are, which is actually part of a shaman set. Yes, that's why I chose them in particular, but that's not the real reason. It looks really cool, and it has a little bit of bones, which suits the Horde. Now, this glove in particular is actually the hardest compared to the boots, but the good part, you have multiple choices, while the boots only have one drop. So let's get started with the gloves. The gloves can be dropped from the Dragon Soul raid from at least about 5 bosses, and that is Dragon Soul, which is located in Tanaris on the east side, where you go to the Caverns of Time, continuing inside until you find the entrance to Dragon Soul. So make sure you look up your map and find the Dragon Soul raid on your map. So once you go inside, but before you go inside, this is LFR. Yeah, these boots and gloves are from LFR. And how I know? Because look, see, same gloves. See? Now, this come out as a token. Well, the boots come out as a regular drop. Now, to get the gloves, you have to kill 5 bosses. I'll go by the lowest to the highest, okay? So that way you get the idea how many of them are. Now, the lowest of the low is Hagara, which I often nickname Hagara. I don't know. Just make think of a stupid name. The Hagara, the Stormbringer. She actually does have a chance of dropping the token to make the gloves, which is 0.18%. The next one is Blackthorn here. This big torn fellow drops in for about 0.4%. Morchoke, which is the first boss you can come across, has a chance of 0.9%. The second highest, yes, this is the second highest, which is none other than Yarash the Unsleeping, which has a 1% chance. The highest you can get is from Warlord Sanos. I don't know. This is an old guy name. What do you expect? Which has a chance of dropping in for 10%, so a little higher, but it's better than nothing. And you might be wondering how you get the shoes. The shoes drop from this boss in particular in the same run. And from what I could tell from LFR, it's a personal loot, so the chance is unknown exactly, but it's probably the same like normal and heroic mode, so again, you just gotta be lucky and it takes a while. Now the next one in particular is gonna be the weapons now. And yes, we have finally reached this far, and look at these weapons. They're simple and nice. Until Battle was released, you will not get those awesome axe and shield you've seen in the preview of what they look like. And yes, I've seen them and they look pretty cool. But what matters is that this axe and this shield are a little bit easy, but the axe is easier, while the shield, it just takes a little bit of runs, which is like a couple of runs and you get it guaranteed. Now the axe in particular is from a quest line for you guys out there. The spell axe of the speaker, and the spell axe of the speaker is a shaman quest. What more can you want? And this axe in particular, you have to go to Orgrimmar, which I'm nearby. Go all the way to the Valley of Wisdoms, and you'll find the NPC right over here. This NPC is guaranteed, have the quest line if you're level 20. And if you're level 20, you can do this dungeon on Shadowfang Keep. And Shadowfang Keep, which is located all the way to over here. All you do is go to southwest, and you'll find Shadowfang Keep. In case if you're not level 20 no more. But luckily, with level scaling, it makes the dungeon much more accessible. So don't worry about what level you are, as long as you're not level 60 above. Well, you are level 60, you can do it too, but if you're level 61 above, then you won't do this run anytime sooner. So if you pass level 60, this is probably the best way you can, get to the entrance without using Dungeon Finder. And you just gotta collect some ingredients, kill some bosses that drop some items that you need, and that's really it. And then just go back to Orgrimmar, talk to a random NPC, which it'll show you in the quest tracker, and it'll tell you, to congratulate you for your effort for the Horde, and you get your awesome, sexy axe. So, oops, wrong. That's not it. My bad. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be my next week Transmog. So that's a little tease. Little tease, my friend. Little tease. Anywho, this shield in particular is the Savage Boar's Guard, which is from the Death Speaker Blackthorn and from Sari. And you might be wondering where those two are at. Well, they're from Dungeon, which is Razorfall Downs, which is located southeast, as opposed to going southwest to Razorfall Kroll. You go to Razorfall Downs. And the two bosses in particular is none other than, oops, not there, hang on, which is located right here. Alright, there we go. Now, Razorfall Downs, only two bosses that drop him. One that's a hidden boss, which is not showing on the list, which is an Ogre Ghost. To summon him, you gotta go kill it. You gotta click on his corpse, which is like a blue ogre corpse, and then you battle the boss, and the boss, you just kill him, and you have a chance to get his shield. Of course, the other way, which is like a little higher, which is the Death Speaker Blackthorn. Wait a minute, Blackthorn? Did I hear him before? I must be dreaming. Anyways, Blackthorn. Oh, never mind. Anyway, but I'm not talking about it anyways. Let's go on with wondering, what's the drop rate? The drop rate for this guy, and the ogre in particular, the ogre himself has an 18% drop rate. But he in particular has a 29% drop rate. So you're more likely to get more from him than it is from the ogre. And the ogre more likely drops that stupid wand for mage. Funny enough, wands are useless. So yeah. I must say, this Transmog set, I put a lot of work into it. I'm just kind of like the Frankenstein sort of for Transmog, and it's cool to make unique Transmog sets with just 2 pieces only. I put a lot of work into this one because I really want to give you that horde feel for your Orc Shaman out there. And it looks really cool. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, guys, peace out.